Hello, boys and girls. We're going to be working in a brand new book today, and I believe you should have gotten this book if you went to the supply pickup, the last supply pickup. You should have gotten this book. So hopefully you have this one at home, and if not, that's okay. You can just watch the video with me. And today we're going to be reading this for the first time, so we're just going to read through it. And the book is called, here's our title, called Farming Then and Now. And it's all about what farming looked like a long time ago, like then, that's when we call then, a long time ago, and what it looks like now, because it looks a lot different. So we're going to be reading this story to figure out how farming looked a long time ago and how farming looks like now. So this right here is our front cover. Go ahead and tap or point to your front cover, flip it over, and this is our back cover. So you have our front cover and our back cover. Now this book is a nonfiction book, which means it is real. It's about real life things, and it has a lot of real life pictures. Some of the pictures are not real life, and so there is an illustrator, and it's Jessica von Einerbener. And it is written by Charles R. Smith. Here's our title page. And now something that nonfiction books have, which means they're real books, it has a table of contents. So it tells us where to find things. So if you want to read about how time to wake up, how they woke up, you go to page 4. If you want to learn about time to milk the cows, you go to page 6. So that's something that a lot of nonfiction books have. They have a table of contents. All right, let's read our story. Time to wake up. A day on the farm starts when the sun rises. There are lots of chores to be done on the farm. The first chore of the day is to milk the cows. Did you know most of the time farmers get up at daybreak and work until the sun goes down? That can be 12 hours a day. Things on the farm weren't always like they are now. I'll show you. Let's take Great Grampy's secret pocket watch and travel back through time. Let's go. Poof. Time to milk the cows. 100 years ago, most milking was done by hand, one cow at a time. Did you know a cow makes 44 pints of milk every day? So back then, the farmers had to milk the cows by hand. And today, we use machines to milk cows. This makes it much faster. Milking a cow is a lot easier now. So then they did it by hand, and now they do it by machines. Time to feed the animals. Then, 100 years ago, animals ate cut up turnips, potatoes, beets, and other root vegetables in the winter after the hay was gone. Did you know alfalfa is one of the most nutritious crops that animals eat? It is also the oldest known plant used as animal feed. So then they used to eat cut up turnips, potatoes, and beets. Today, now, animals such as cows and sheep eat silage in the winter. This is a type of food that is made from grass crops such as corn. To make silage, you need to harvest the crops, and let's see how this has changed over time. Time to harvest. 100 years ago, it took 24 workers using skiffs and sickles a whole day to cut 5 acres of barley or wheat. That's bigger than 3 football fields put together. And that's a lot of work. So look at them right here down at the bottom. They're doing it all by hand, and they're using these tools to help them cut it. That would take a lot of work. Now, today, a combine, this is a combine harvester, can cut 20 acres of wheat in 1 hour. Did you know in the past, people often celebrated the end of the harvest with music parades and a large feast? Time to shear the sheep. In the spring, we shear the sheep to keep them cool. 100 years ago, it took 2 people to shear a sheep. One would spin the wheel to drive the clippers, and the other one would shear the sheep. So it took 2 people to shear one sheep. This person would pull and drive the wheel, and then this person would work on shearing them. And shearing means to cut the wool off, to cut their fur. Today, only one person can shear a sheep using electric clippers like they use for a haircut. So they use like clippers that you would if you would go to a hair cutting place. They could cut the hair off really easily. Did you know the world record for one person shearing a sheep is 866 sheep in 9 hours? That's around 96 sheep per hour. Wow, that's about 1.5 sheep per minute. Then or now. Life on a farm was hard before there were machines. I'm glad I live on a farm now. Not me. I think it would have been fun. There were more people working on the farm back then to talk to. Some things on the farm never change, such as getting up at daybreak and working until the sun goes down. And then this last page of our story is the glossary. So if you don't know what one of the words mean, like alfalfa, you can read it's a type of plant that animals eat. Or if you didn't know what shear meant, it means to cut the hair or fur of an animal. All right, so we were just reading our story for the first time, and tomorrow we're going to look a little bit closer at it.